here, under the searing African sun, a small yet remarkable creature writes its own story of survival. The African wild dog, one of nature's most enduring hunters, it does not rely on the strength of a lion, nor the solitary precision of a leopard. Its greatest weapon is unity. Unlike lions, who rule through brute force, or leopards who wander alone, wild dogs choose cooperation as their path to survival. Every glance, every flick of the tail becomes a silent language. In their world, no member is ever left behind. Every hunt begins with flawless order. The lead dog moves first, ears swiveling to catch even the faintest sound. Behind it, others scan for danger. And in the center, the young, energetic hunters, always ready to surge forward when the moment comes. This coordination allows them to achieve what few predators can, pursuing prey for dozens of kilometers. They do not rely on short bursts of speed. They rely on endurance. One step, one breath, until the prey can run no more. But across this harsh battleground, another presence watches silently. The hyena, intelligent, opportunistic, and patient. It does not seek to fight for food, only to take advantage of the moment others falter. In the hyena's world, timing is everything. A moment of weakness, a brief lapse of concentration, and it will strike. For hyenas, opportunity is far more valuable than effort. When the wild dogs corner their prey and victory seems certain, the hyenas arrive. They do not rush. They do not fear. They simply wait. Wait for exhaustion to seep into the bones of the wild dogs. And when fatigue finally takes its toll, the hyenas tighten their circle. Their eerie laughter echoes over the grasslands, signaling the beginning of a ruthless contest for the kill. But wild dogs are never easy to defeat. They dart, zigzag, and shift direction so rapidly that the hyenas struggle to close in. Agility becomes their shield against overwhelming force. Each sudden turn, each unexpected sprint sends a message. We will not yield. The battle doesn't begin when the hyenas attack. It begins the moment the wild dogs decide their meal is worth defending. Hyenas possess the most powerful jaws on the savanna, capable of crushing bone in a single bite. But wild dogs counter with speed and unmatched teamwork. Two opposing forces, bound by the same purpose, survival. Here, brute strength means little. Strategy rules the day. The hyenas call for reinforcements, swelling their ranks. Meanwhile, the wild dogs try to scatter the fight, preventing the hyenas from overwhelming them by sheer numbers. Each encounter becomes a battle of wits. Wild dogs maintain tight formation, protecting the center. Hyenas probe the edges, seeking the weakest link. In the wild, intelligence can be sharper than any claw. As more hyenas gather, the atmosphere thickens. Their laughter rises, echoing through the plains like a challenge. Yet the wild dogs hold their ground fearless, defiant, unbroken. When the sun climbs high and shadows shrink, the tension peaks. The wild dogs retreat a few steps, appearing defeated. But in a heartbeat, they whirl around, launching a bold counterattack. Their sudden aggression forces the hyenas to hesitate. For all their numbers, they understand well. The united pack of wild dogs is a force few animals dare provoke. The struggle continues, relentless and unforgiving. In the end, the victor is not always the strongest, but the most persistent. Each creature pushes its limits, driven by the simple truth that only the resilient survive. On this unforgiving land, both wild dogs and hyenas are true warriors. Their conflict is not born of hatred, but of necessity, a timeless contest shaped by millions of years of evolution. Not far away, another power rises over the savanna, the lion, a symbol of dominance. It does not hunt recklessly. Its authority alone commands respect, altering the behavior of every animal within sight. Every stride of a male lion is a declaration. This land belongs to him. With golden eyes scanning the horizon, even the wind seems to shift in his presence. The savanna itself changes rhythm as he walks. But if the male embodies power, the lioness represents purpose. She is the heartbeat of the pride. Silent, focused, and incredibly patient, she shadows her prey with measured precision. When the wind shields her scent and the distance narrows to mere meters, she prepares to strike. One explosive leap, and she can secure the future of her pride for days to come. Yet even lions do not always prevail. The savanna grows harsher each year. Food becomes scarce, the competition more fierce. Their rivals include not only wild dogs and hyenas, but the stealthy leopard hidden among the shadows. Every species fights for the same dwindling resources. Lions must battle not only their enemies, but the elements. Long droughts, sudden storms, and shifting migrations force them to adapt constantly. Still, the unity of the pride, the coordination of the lionesses, and the power of the dominant male have kept lions at the top of the food chain for millennia. Here, no creature remains supreme forever. Yet lions continue to play a crucial role both as hunters and as guardians of ecological balance across the vast savanna. For in the wild, no species is absolutely the strongest. Each follows its own path of survival, and together they form the delicate balance that sustains the eternal life of the African plains.
From three directions, claws erupt from the tall grass. One leaps onto the back, one locks the legs, one goes straight for the throat. The buffalo thrashes in a frenzy. But the hunters move with a precision honed over hundreds of generations. 18 seconds, and the earth falls silent. Not because the buffalo was weak, but because the pride had become a storm. Three pairs of eyes, wide with hunger. Tiny bellies, hollow and waiting. Today, Sep's victory is the beginning of tomorrow's Sep's survival. In nature, the predator is not always the villain. Sometimes, what seems ruthless is driven by love. Five great legends of the savanna in the southern reaches of the Serengeti. Where elevated plains stretch across cracked red basalt earth. The lion pride moves in silence. As the Blood and Fire Coalition, a formidable alliance of 5 fully grown males, united not by kinship, but by ambition. Together, they roam this land with one purpose, to conquer and claim a kingdom of their own. Leading the coalition is Or, a dethroned prince, cast out after a brutal coup drenched in blood. This fearless warrior charges into battle without hesitation, driven by a fire that no exile could extinguish. By his side walks Temba, the Silent One, a lion of few roars. He finds solace not in conflict, but in solitude, wandering through tranquil marshlands and among flocks of carefree waterbirds. Django, the youngest, is still honing his strength, each step, each skirmish, forging him into a true warrior. Ram, by contrast, is cold and calculating. He rarely growls, but his piercing eyes miss nothing. Every movement within the coalition is measured, weighed, and silently noted. Together, they have crossed vast and unforgiving lands, leaving their mark upon the cracked, sun-scorched plains. Now they press deeper into the heart of the Serengeti, into the domain of Mr. D, a dominant male who has ruled here for years. Their eyes meet across the plain. A moment of stillness, then a chorus of defiant roars shatters the air. or knows to rise as a true king, he must confront and defeat this formidable opponent. The battle erupts in an instant, fierce, unforgiving, and primal in its intensity. The lionesses watch from a distance, cautious, unwilling to intervene in this clash of titans. And then it is over. From this day forward, the Blood and Fire Coalition are no longer mere wanderers in search of territory. They have ascended. They are now the rightful kings of this unforgiving savanna. The land they have claimed bears a fearsome name. The Valley of Blood and Steel, a cradle of power, where wanderers are forged into true kings. With their victory sealed, the coalition wastes no time. They begin to mark their new domain, and almost as if summoned by the scent of dominance, the lionesses swiftly enter estrus, the primal cycle reignited by the presence of new rulers. The pride enters the season of birth. One by one, lion cubs emerge into the world, tiny vessels of legacy, ensuring the bloodline of the Blood and Fire Coalition will endure for generations to come. Above, the sun climbs higher. Its first golden rays stretch across the endless savanna, bathing the silent, dry grasses in the warm glow of a new day. And then, Orkikor rises and unleashes a thunderous roar, a proclamation to all. A new era has begun. It is a signal, a call to the lionesses and the younger males. Together they gather for the pride's first great hunt under new rule. But this time, they do not set their sights on antelope or zebra. Their target is far more formidable, the Cape buffalo, a creature of immense size, aggression, and unbreakable herd loyalty. Weighing up to 900 kilograms, with lethal curved horns and a terrifying capacity for retaliation, the buffalo is no easy prey. Bringing down a buffalo would elevate their reputation and cement the unrivaled dominance of the Blood and Fire Coalition. Under the leadership of Oren Ari, the Pride sets into motion a brutal and daring hunt. They fan out, moving with surgical precision, closing in from multiple angles, wrapped in absolute silence. Then, with just meters left between predator and prey, a single roar shatters the stillness. It is the signal. The hunt has begun. The pride bursts forward, like living arrows closing the distance in a furious charge. With flawless coordination, they surround and bring down the beast, all beneath the scorching sun. now blazing across the land. And there, in solemn silence, they share the spoils. A moment of unity and survival. A vital pause in the endless struggle to endure this unforgiving world. After the hunt, the savanna slowly returns to its familiar calm. The sun continues to cast its golden light across the endless plains, as if no chaos had ever disturbed this land. Tall grasses sway gently in the morning breeze, and still waters mirror the light, a vast shimmering canvas stretching all the way to the horizon.
Welcome to the green heart of our planet, the Amazon rainforest. Here, sunlight barely pierces through the dense canopy, and every step draws us deeper into a world of mystery and silence. Yet beneath this stillness beats a pulse of fierce life, a constant rhythm of survival and struggle. As night falls upon the Amazon, two golden eyes ignite in the dark the eyes of the jaguar. Every movement is silent, every step deliberate, turning it into a ghostly predator that few creatures can escape. The jaguar's body is powerful, its golden coat adorned with black rosettes, a wild beauty, and the unmistakable mark of a ruler of the jungle. Beneath the faint shafts of light filtering through the trees, a herd of peccaries forages. They seem harmless, yet within their rugged form lies surprising strength. Peccaries can run at speeds of up to 40 kilometers per hour, capable of outrunning heavier predators. But tonight, a single lapse in vigilance places them within the jaguar's sights. The predator's gaze locks onto them. The forest itself seems to hold its breath. A sudden crack shatters the silence. The peccaries scatter in panic. The jaguar strikes with explosive power, claws and fangs sinking deep. But the prey does not surrender without a fight. For a brief moment, chaos erupts. The jaguar dodges deadly tusks, holding its grip, relentless. Then, with one crushing bite to the skull, the struggle ends. Silence returns, bearing witness to the jaguar's triumph. Unlike other predators, the jaguar needs no long pursuit. One ambush, one lethal strike, and the prey is finished. This strength and precision have crowned it the silent assassin of the Amazon. The chaos fades, and once again, the forest falls into calm. But beneath the still waters, ripples betray another hunter. From a high tree branch, the jaguar's sharp eyes detect what seems like a lifeless log drifting in the river. But it is no log, it is a crocodile, the river's formidable predator. Armored in rough gray-green scales, its greatest weapon is silence, patience perfected. Yet today, the ruler of the river has become the target of another sovereign. The jaguar watches, muscles taut, preparing for the perfect strike. The forest grows still, as if awaiting the moment of destiny. Suddenly, the jaguar launches. With terrifying force, its jaws clamp onto the back of the crocodile's neck. The duel of power ends in seconds. The phantom hunter proves its supremacy, turning the river monster into its feast. Victory belongs to the jaguar, but the river keeps its secrets, reminding us that in the Amazon, no creature is invincible. Every battle here is but one chapter in the endless epic of survival. Now we leave the jungle and turn to the wide African savanna, where another predator rules. It is not as massive as the lion, nor as savage as the hyena, yet it is among the most effective hunters on Earth, the African wild dog.